Hello! Hello. It is Thursday! That's right, it's Thursday. I've lost track of time completely. That's okay. When do I ever keep track of time? Hello, Blue. Hello. Welcome in. Hope you're having a good day. I spun a wheel several times because I couldn't decide what I wanted to do. But once I landed on Mario Party 2 several times, I'm like, alright, let's go to Mario Party 2, even though I just did a lot of it recently. I spun a wheel, what board we should do, and one and done Western Land. So I was like, you know what? Fine, let's have a hootenanny. Let's have a hootenanny. I was Yoshi last time I played Mario Party. Sure. Chaos Queen. Yeah. I mean, last time I had Wario on Western Land, he, robbed me completely blind. I will never forget. 50 turns. Because that's the max we can have. She hoot on my nanny. Blue, please. Please. Yeah, how's everyone doing? School has started. Started yesterday for Allie at least. Riley starts on Monday. So streams are gonna be a little bit weird starting Monday, but again, just bear with me as we try and find something normal. I missed it? What do you mean I missed this? I mean, I did miss you, but you were gone. You had things to do. But that's okay. Everyone has a life. Even I have a life. Because, man, the last, month and a half has been so stressful. Yeah. Essentially, the last the last leg before school started, it's been so stressful. It's been so stressful. Because a week ago today, I had to get Riley her physical for school. And I'm so glad I'm not alone in thinking this, because I ranted about it on stream last week, and it's like, everyone's like, yeah, that is very strange, because it's like, okay, school physicals for preschool and kindergarten, right? You're dealing with a group of anywhere from 4 to 6 years old when dealing with preschool and kindergarten ages. And so it's like, all right, we need school physicals. The health department has a day blocked off solely for physicals. It's like, all right, cool. So I called, got the appointment and everything. Well, they contacted me about it, and they contacted me beforehand. It's like, hey, we could just schedule here. Because it's like, I remember with Allie, when she started preschool, it was a pain in the butt to get them to get my normal doctor's office to get them to fax the information over. Where is the star? It's up there. Okay, well, let's go up. It was a pain in the butt. So I'm like, you know what? Let's just do it here. So that way they all have the information. I don't have to worry about anyone faxing anything over. So let's just do it here. And I was told, well, I needed to pick up some paperwork, which was totally fine, whatever, I did that the day before. And they were like, we also need a urine sample for a 4-year-old regular school checkup. Like, excuse me? So yeah, I'm glad I wasn't alone in thinking that. Like, I understand any pre-existing health problems for a, regular doctor or a special doctor visit, but this is a regular school physical for 4, 5, and 6-year-olds. And you mean to tell me they all needed urine samples? Like, what the fuck? And also, the real kicker is, they apparently told me there was blood in her urine, and I'm like, what the fuck? I'm the one who brought in the sample. It was regular clear as day pee. Like, there was no blood in that whatsoever. And they're like, yeah, there's a little bit of blood in there. I'm like, what the fuck? What do you mean? Like, Riley goes to the bathroom perfectly fine. It doesn't hurt her when she pees. She's never had any issues. So it's like, what the hell is wrong with you? The hell is wrong with you? I kind of fought him on that. I'm like, we've never had an issue before. And yeah, it was just regular P. Like, dude. I still cannot believe that. Hello, Jabber. Hello, hello. Welcome in. Hope you're having a good day. Favorite My Party 2 board? Nice. You like Western Land? Western Land's pretty good. My only, like, real gripe about Western Land is the duel, but that's because, like, with hard AI, they just have insane reflexes all the time. So I can, like, never win against the hard AI. Oh, what? No! 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 I lived, bitch. I lived, bitch. Yeah, I lived, bitch. Get out of here. No. Ah! I should have known. I should have known. I should have known. You think the trade is malicious? That old timer face can't fool me. I don't know. Don't know. I couldn't tell you. What do they mark as my favorite Mario Party 2 board? I think it's like Bowser Land and Space Land are like my two favorite Mario Party 2 boards. Cause I was looking through my photos the other day, and like photos and screenshots and everything the other day, and I found my tier list I put together a year ago. Mario Parties 1 through 8. Ranking all the boards from like my favorites to something that are really, really good, enjoyable, meh, or like boring, bad, and just forgettable. I'm pretty sure I put Bowser Land and Space Land in my Tessa Jane favorites. But yeah. I think I put Western Land in the good category. Let me see. Let me look at my... Let me find them again, because I gotta scroll to about a year ago. That was a year ago. Where's my tier list? What is my tier list? There it is. I found it. Where are we going? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wait, what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Battle minigame. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Chance time. I can finagle a chance time. No thanks, I'll keep my money. I can finagle a chance time. Alright. Where did I put Western Land? I put Western Land kind of high in the enjoyable tier. Because, yeah, I had Tessa Jane favorites, great, enjoyable, boring, bad, and forgettable. Alright. Okay. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Give me your money! Yeah, Mario. Give me your money. Give me all of it, please. And thank you. Now you're broke. You're welcome. Did I hit something? Did I hit something back there? I don't rightfully recall. It's not an innocent statement. I mean, sometimes you're just completely unaware of your surroundings. I mean, I have 2 children who have, like, 0 spatial awareness. So, it's very likely that it was true. But yeah, my tier list here. Yeah, my highest Mario Party 2 board is Bowser Land, followed by Space Land. And they're both in the Tessa Jane favorites. Do I have any? And I have Pirate Land and Great. Western Land? Yeah, Western Land is an enjoyable. Hot take, I put Horror Land in boring. And then Mystery Land is bad. That is my tier list there. So. Alright, Luigi, let's go. Whee! So yeah, school started. Pick up and drop off have stressed me out just the same as last year, because it's the same exact spot, because my oldest daughter started 5th grade, and the elementary school she goes to goes up to 5th grade, and 4th and 5th grade pickup and drop-off is like the same spot on a side street behind the school, and it is a pain in the ass to go through. So, it is a major pain in the butt. So, yeah. It's still the same old, hold on. Still the same old pain in the butt. For no, message speed fast, save settings every turn. You never know what can happen. You never know. So, but yeah, I put Westernland in enjoyable. I love the Hootenanny. My biggest problem with Westernland is the duel, and I play with computers all the time. Especially hard computers all the time. I stopped mashing for a second. And the hard computers always just instinctively know when Goomba is gonna say go, and there's just no way to combat it. So, that's my problem with Westernland. But if that's the only problem with Westernland, then I'll take it. I think the beauty of Westernland is the simplicity of gimmicks. You've got the train, you got the milk bar, rest up to dice rolls and what items you use to your advantage, plus the music's catchy, exactly. And I remember learning from another chatter a while back that Westernland has the most spaces on any Mario Party board, I believe. Which is a neat little fact. So, yeah. I think they condensed it a little bit in Jamboree. It is a little different in turn. The right side of the board is slightly different in Jamboree, but I don't mind that particular change. Mario, what do you... I feel like Mario set me up. I've been set up. I got set up. Because I tried to run by Mario, and he's like, no, Mom, you're going to stay right there. And I'm like, no, I need to move. And he made me run right into Luigi. You know, I could have won that for us, Mario. Maybe this is his revenge for making him go broke. Could be. Very well could be. You wouldn't suspect it, honestly. You could have told me Pirate Land is the biggest board of spaces in the game and I'd believe you. Yeah, Pirate Land is also very huge. I don't know the difference, but I did learn, I don't remember the exact number of spaces, but Westernland is the biggest board by number of spaces. So, yeah, neat little factoid there for you. The boards in Mario Party 2 are pretty big. Which, I mean, bring back, like, really big boards. I mean, okay, I say that as Jamboree has some pretty big boards. Not really in terms of, like, number of spaces. I don't know that fact. But, like, in terms of just the feel and the environment, the Goomba Lagoon board in Jamboree is pretty big. The mall is pretty big. Wiggler's isn't so bad. It just feels pretty normal. No, thank you. I would like this, please. And even, like, the Bowser board is pretty fun. I don't think the Bowser board's really all that big, but there is a lot to it. So, because I played through Jamboree earlier this year, and it's pretty fun. I enjoy Jamboree. I think it's a good step in the right direction in terms of Mario Party as a whole. And I do not have a Switch 2, so I haven't done the extra stuff. You know, the Jamboree, like, plus the TV stuff, whatever, and the mini games with the mouse controls. I haven't done any of that yet because we do not own a Switch 2. So, woo! Maybe at some point, because I do know at some point we do plan on getting a Switch 2. but we don't know exactly when. And it's like, it's either gonna be like Christmas time or tax season. And it's like, there's times we have the money to get a Switch 2. We have the money for it. But it's one of those, do we buy a Switch 2 or do we pay our rent? Do we buy a Switch 2 or do we make our car payment? Do we buy a Switch 2 or do we pay electricity? You know, it's either like, do we get something fun or do we pay our bills so we can live? So we're kind of in that, and we've been in that since it came out. And there's always like that little kind of a feeling, you know, like the fear of missing out, the FOMO, if you will, of like people getting a Switch 2 and playing all the games and having a lot of fun with it and doing the Switch 2 versions of things, and, you know, and it's like, I really want to Switch 2, but it's like, you know, I can wait for it, but also it's the societal expectations. You have to have everything new right as it comes out. And it's like, what about us? What about like the normal people who live day-to-day lives and either don't have to have everything right as it comes out or can't afford to have everything right as it comes out. So there's just like big societal expectations with stuff like that. And that's why I hate the whole freaking culture of that. And I think the internet is definitely partial to blame for all that, because it's like, oh, you're posting about like the new hip thing, you get the most engagement because that's the most recent thing in people's memories. Because I feel like it's like, oh, I could have went. Uh-oh. We're fine. So yeah, it's like it's not necessarily like big societal expectations, it's more like social media expectations. Because it's like, if you're posting on social media trying to be, you know, an influencer, if you will, and if you talk about the latest thing right as it happens, it gets the most engagement. So like when people do that, it feels like, you know, just engagement farming. And there's nothing wrong with wanting to, like, you know, grow a brand. There's nothing wrong with it. It just, I've seen it relate to like fashion stuff, but it just kind of goes through with like just about anything really. If you live your life just constantly following trends, then you have no personality. So in terms of like, let's get meta for a second, like streaming, right? I've always pictured streaming and like, you know, growing on your platform. There's picture a Venn diagram. You have one circle of games you like, and then one circle of games that perform well on the platform. To grow and have a good time doing it, you need to find those games that overlap in the middle. But also it's like, if you're just vibing, just play whatever you like and people will come to you. Why? I mean, I know why I'm in first place, but why? Oh, you're stealing my money. Yep, you stole all of it. So it's just, you know, it's like, you know, but also it's like, yeah, that's a way to look at it while still playing games you enjoy. And also, where did the star go? Over there. Okay, let me go this way. It's like, yeah, play games you enjoy and play games you do well and, you know, have them overlap. But also it's like, really, it's just luck. A stroke of luck, if you will. And again, I have seen several different kinds of people grow super duper quickly and have like two different outcomes in their personality. Okay. Left, right, B. Left A, left, right, B. Left, right, B. Left A, 5, 6, 7, 8. Down B, down B, Z. A, left, right, down B, Z. Down B, Z. Oh shit! I forgot what it was. Oh no! I forgot. I think I was just shocked. I was so shocked to see Luigi get so many button presses. I'm so stupid. But anyway, I have seen, you know, like you can take like person A and person B, and they both grow super duper quickly, you know, same rate and everything. Person A can be lets the fame, you know, I say the fame, the quick rise get to their head and think they're hot shit and start thinking they're bigger than they actually are. But then there's person B over here, same growth rate, you know, same numbers, similar numbers, and they're just chilling and vibing because they actually enjoy what they're doing and not like, you know, farming for that engagement. While, you know, person A is just like all in their head, very egotistical about it. Kinda needed that win so I could steal some money because I don't have enough. Rude. So, yeah, I've seen lots of stuff like that. I gained nothing this turn. I will continue to gain nothing because I don't understand it with Skateboard Scamper. Even in Mario Party 1, I can never understand it. And it's like, I can win Cheap Cheap Chase. And it's like the same thing, but water. But is it Mario Party 3? And it's like, I mash the button at the same rate as anything else. So I don't understand why I have the most trouble with Skateboard Scamper from 1 and 2. Yeah, like, I don't understand it. I will probably never understand it. I think the only way I'll ever win at this point is a turbo controller. Because that's how I used to win a lot. And like, even like back then, like, you know, I only ever used a turbo controller when I was like by myself. I never used it when, never used it when I was like playing with friends. Unless like there were multiple turbo controllers. So, that is that's also been a problem in some community days I was a part of like a couple years ago. Because there was one time where some of the people that hopped on to the community day in Mario Party were 100% using turbo controllers, and like we have one. We have a Pro controller that has a turbo feature on it, but like we never use it. We never use it when playing with other people. So that's just, you know, the honorable thing to do, but some people don't see that. So it's like, it was Mario Party Superstars, and I think it was like a Pokepubble that popped up, and I think I was watching. I wasn't involved in this one, but me and my husband were watching because it was a community day and we usually, you know, hung out in their stream, you know, just to hang out because, you know, we used to be friends with these people. So I was at my daughter's softball practice and my husband was home. We were both watching it. And I saw, you know, all that happened, and my husband suspected foul play immediately because we're both very good button mashers, and he hopped onto the game and kind of play tested it a little bit. He noticed the times, and because I remember the streamer, I think the streamer made a comment like, "Oh my god, how are they so good?" And Vegito kind of made a sly comment like, "I know why," and then someone else was like, "I also know why," and it's like, huh. It's like, really? Why do people feel the need to cheat? I've never understood. Like, why can't you just be honorable? Because, like, I've dealt with cheaters before. Not necessarily in video games, but, like, also in video games and real life, too. I've dealt with cheaters. It's not very fun when you ruin it for the rest of us. So, because, my senior year, girls golf. There was a girl who, first year, she was also a senior, so she was my age, like my grade. It was her first year girls golf because she used to do volleyball. I don't know what made her decide to want to golf. Couldn't tell you, but and she wasn't bad, but you know, she used to be like kind of consistent and decent. Like she'd shoot like you know, upper 70s, low 60s, or low 70s, upper 60s, somewhere in that range for 9 holes, which is, you know, totally fine. But it's like all of a sudden, middle of the season, she started shooting like 50s, in the 50s, all of a sudden. And it's like, for 9 holes. So it's like, excuse me? Like, what happened? Because, she did get caught cheating because, okay, so I'm going to set the scene for a tournament. A normal high school tournament. So everyone is put into groups with different people from different schools. And we all exchange scorecards. So we all exchange scorecards. And we have to keep track of ours and the other person's scorecard. No! Fuck. No, I'm not gonna get that back. Never mind. Go, 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 go. Oh my god! I hate that the computers can fucking punch you in the face and steal your shit when I can't punch them in the face and steal their shit. That's so stupid. Anyway. So we're all separated with different girls from different schools, and depending on how many are in a group, like if it's a group of 4, we usually kind of pair off and trade scorecards and keep track of each other's scores as well as our scores, and we can double check them. You know, that's how it goes, right? So that way we keep each other honest. Because again, we're all out there on a golf course on our own, so we have to keep each other honest. So what had happened, I'm sure, was one of the girls in this girl's group noticed that she was shaving strokes off. It's like, oh, if she, you know, swung, like actually approached the ball, swung and like just whiffed it or hit the top of it or something and it didn't go very far, she wouldn't count it as a stroke. Or, you know, shaving off like an extra punch out into the trees, not counting it, stuff like that. That's how I can imagine you would shave strokes off. And the girls were noticing it. And they brought it up with their coaches, who brought it up with our golf coach. And it was a big problem, so it got addressed with all of us. And I think Coach kind of told us separately who it was. That was the culprit, if you will. And one practice, he made sure that all of us kept track of this girl's strokes and kept her honest. And I think we all kind of buckled down on it for the rest of the season. So having a cheater in your group is not very fun. It really isn't. So, but yeah, it's always important to stay honest, because that's another reason why I don't do community days. It's like, I don't know who's gonna come in and try to cheat and claim that they're really, really good. You know? Oh, my turn, I guess. Oops. But yeah, like, I don't know who's gonna come in and be an asshole. I don't know who's gonna come in and try to cheat. You know, I don't know who's gonna come in and try to showboat, so it's like I'd rather not deal with that. Hello, DA. Hello, hello. Welcome in. Hope you're having a good day. All right. Which is why I always try to keep my kids honest and teaching them that lesson. Because, oh, and also a lot of the time, this is why pleading guilty works and gets you a lesser sentence. If you just tell the truth up front, your punishment will be lessened. I get to drive this time. I haven't driven in a while. Like, you know, it's like, oh, if you stole something, or it's like, oh, I stole $5 from dad. If you get caught and you just, like, you know, admit it, it's like, yeah, I did it. You know, I stole that money. Then it's like, you still gotta be punished for stealing, but it won't be near as bad as, you know, it could have been if you lied. Because I don't take very kindly to being lied to. So... Oh, I thought I could get past that. Oh, well, it's fine. Hey, where'd you come from? Oh, dang it. No, get hit. Oh, damn it. But yeah, you know, just like life lessons. Don't try to cheat. Like, I don't care if you try to bend the rules. Just don't break them. You know? Like, I try to, like, you know, bend the rules, find loopholes, but I'm not breaking them, and I'm not, like, being dishonest about it. You know? And it's like, even if, like, rules get sprung on me at the last second, I still try to follow them. You know? But there are a lot of things that I felt that were so unfair towards me. Again, like, I talk about this endlessly, because there was an event I was a part of about 1.5 years ago. Oh yeah, it's over there. And, the rules of it weren't set in stone when it first got announced and everyone was, you know, involved, and it's like, hey, yeah, let's do it. And, you know, I buckled down and, like, started practicing because, of course, right? Because I don't half-ass stuff. I give it my whole ass. So I, you know, started practicing immediately. And then I was using some techniques that are... Because it was a speedrun competition, essentially. Little speedrun tournament. And we had to, you know... we had to race through Ocarina of Time and then Mario 64. You know, again, I buckled down, I started practicing, I looked up glitchless, you know, glitchless runs, and, you know, looked at the rules, the speedrun.com, the rules for a glitchless Ocarina of Time run. I'm like, okay, so I'll follow these guidelines. You know, what's allowed, what's not allowed. I looked at what's allowed. I was like, all right, cool. So that's what I started practicing with. And then, like, a week later, the hosts of the event came up with rules. And one of the things I was using was not allowed, even though it is allowed in an official glitchless speedrun. And... that one was probably 100% a coincidence, but it felt so targeted because I think I was the only one doing it. And in the grand scheme of things, I don't even think it would have really affected my time compared to anyone else's. But I was the only one doing a specific technique that was quote-unquote banned in their tournament. So it's like... I still had to follow the rules because I'm not going to be like, well, I'm going to do it anyway, so fuck you guys. No, I wouldn't do that. It still hurt. I'm still bitter about it because So the technique, of course, you would show up on ass. um, so the technique I'm speaking of is save warping. Save warping, in Ocarina of Time, for Child Link, again, save warping is great in randomizer. So like, if you save the game and go back into your file as Child Link, if you're just not in a dungeon, you are put into Link's house. If you save warp as an adult, you are put into the Temple of Time. But if you are in a dungeon or temple, you just reset at the beginning of the temple. So that's save warping. Death warping is very similar. You die and you go back to like the room you were in. To me, it's very similar logic on the basic function of it. One was allowed and one wasn't, and that's what made me really upset. And it's like, if you're gonna allow one, allow the other, or if you're gonna ban one, ban the other. That's how I felt about it, but I never said my feelings on it because it wasn't my place for it. So that's just how I felt about it. So it's like, if I'm ever like part of an event like that, again, I want to make sure we have the rules squared away in the beginning, so that way, you know, everything's all hunky-dory, nothing gets sprung on me at the last second. So it was like, I mean, all in all, the event went well, but like the behind-the-scenes stuff really irked me and gave me problems mentally. I was dealing with major shades of imposter syndrome, like, I don't belong here, there's no fucking way I will, you know, belong here. You know, it's like, I can't keep up with everyone else, I don't fit here. You know, just stuff like that. I was dealing with a lot of that at the time. So, yeah. That's why it's like, you know, again, it's like I try to, you know, stick by the rules. I'll bend them, not break them. But again, I'll follow the rules, but it doesn't mean I have to like them. Doing great? Awesome. I am also doing pretty good. Yeah, just chilling. It's Mario Party. Bam, 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 bam. I am Peach, kiddo. I'm also Peach too. Okay. So, yeah. So yeah, pro tip, if you're ever like hosting a tournament or some kind of event that has player participants and have to follow rules, make sure you have your rules set in stone. 100%, that's what's gonna be followed, and you're gonna follow them too before you bring in people. That's probably my moral of the story here. It's like, if you're gonna, you know, set up an event, like a competition event, have your rules set in stone before thinking about inviting people. Because that was kind of the problem, because like, they decided on this event, everyone's like, yeah, this is really, really cool, and then didn't really say anything about like what the rules were, how it was all gonna go. Which is like, hey, we're gonna race Ocarina of Time to the Master Sword. You know, like that was it. And I started practicing, you know, like any sane person would. And then rules got changed on me, or like last minute additions to things. Riley, don't do that, please. Like, rules got changed on me and rearranged, and it messed me up, and probably only me, because everyone else followed the same route, essentially, and I had a slightly different one. Because I know what my muscle memory is, and I tried to play into that. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh my god. I hate the fucking toad one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 25? Counting 25. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. I think it's 25. I could be wrong. Oh no! I hate the toad one. That's the hardest one. The boos are kind of the median. The bob-ombs are the easiest. Boos are like the middle level, and toad's the hardest one. So. No, not right now. It's not break time. We started earlier, remember? So, yeah. Pasta's good. Pasta is pretty good. So, maybe I'm just like subconsciously thinking about stuff around, you know, that tournament I was a part of and other stuff adjacent to it because a year ago things kind of went south. So maybe I just kind of subconsciously think about it. And it's like I do my best to move on, and when I talk about it, I don't like talk about it to like talk negatively about like the people, like talk shit, because like there's a difference between talking about like your experiences and how you felt and just blatantly talk shit about the other person. It's like if I'm talking shit, I'd be like, oh my god, these people were assholes. Have I ever said that? No. I'm just like, this is what happened. It's like, hey, this is what happened. This was my feelings on it. And that's that. I think Wario is working towards getting banned at least from Western Land. Wario is probably not allowed on Western Land after this board. After today, Wario will be banned from Western Land. He can show up on any other board, but Western Land, no, he's not allowed. I will only ever play with the core 4. And the core 4 is Mario, Luigi, Peach, and Yoshi. Riley. Alright. So yeah. So yeah, it's just one of those, like, I try to, like, move on from stuff that has hurt me, you know, but sometimes it's hard, and you just, like, subconsciously think about it. Oh, that was my fault. And it's one of those things where, like, you know, you just see so many reminders, especially when it's fresh. You see so many reminders of, like, you know, what once was. It's, you know, like a breakup. Like a romantic relationship breakup, or a friendship breakup, which is what happened. You know, it's like you see the reminders like literally everywhere, and it's like it's so hard to move on when you see all those reminders. And it's also really hard when it feels like the other person like just moves on no problem and they just pretend like you don't exist when you're here being constantly reminded of what once was. It's like, are you kidding me? Did I not matter to you? Like, did I not matter? You know, I am gonna ban every character eventually, so what? It's my stream, I can do what I want. Where? Where's the train? Where's the train? Okay, it's down at the bottom, so I am in no danger. Let's go this way. I do have a key, so I'm already in prime position. But then how will you play? Very carefully, that's how. That's how. I know what I'm doing. Again, that's like the second biggest lie I will ever say. I'm not a very good liar, but that is definitely a lie I will tell. It's like, I know what I'm doing. Again, yeah, the two biggest lies I will ever tell in my life are I'm okay and I know what I'm doing. Because half the time I don't. That was like me, like all of Xenoblade on Monday. It's like, I know what I'm doing. It's like, I know what I'm doing. Don't worry about it. And then it's like, I'm just flying by on overdrive and a prayer. Yeah, that's how I've been playing Xenoblade X, is overdrive and a prayer. Because some people playing only as Elma the entire time. And then eventually upgrading to Ares 90. Some people play Xenoblade Chronicles X with Starfall Rondo and nothing but Starfall Rondo. And some people play it with Overdrive and a Dream. That's the beauty of Xenoblade Chronicles X. You can play it however you want, and there's no wrong answer. As long as you're having fun. It's all that matters. So there's a lot of flexibility in playstyles with X. There's not that much flexibility with some of the other games, other Xenoblade Chronicles games, but like Xenoblade X, there's a lot of flexibility. I can't get anywhere, can I? I have to tell you something about that. Oh boy. While I was gone, I wanted to get all the spears and teammates. Yes. Yes. But I am proud of myself that I did manage to get Mia to the party, and she's one of the tougher party members to get on the first playthrough. I had everything else but was stuck on Spear 3 because there was this tyrant lady that would just one-shot my team. My skills didn't fit down there. Oh no. Rough. Pour one out. Oh, I go left and right. I feel like the control stick is just stupid. So I prepped on the flight back. I was gonna spend the entire flight trying to beat her. Yes. Training montage. Blues training montage. My first attempt, I go down, she aggroes me, she falls off the map immediately! Oh, I love that. I love that so much. I need money, man. Then I hoof it towards the spear before she respawns. Great success. Beautiful. All of that training for her to fall off the edge. I love that so much. That would probably happen to me. Would not be surprised if something similar. But I've just been getting by on overdrive. Overdrive and a prayer, because my build is very TP heavy, and yeah, I knew Mario got that. It's very TP heavy, and I do have HB in the party who has an art that allows him to give TP to the party, which HB is great. I have a soft spot for HB, especially after doing all of his heart-to-hearts and his quests and stuff. So, yeah. So yeah, HB's kind of been a mainstay in the party because he has helped a ton. Also, Doug has helped out a lot because I was stuck on this boss for a quest, and I just couldn't get by it. And then I'm like, you know what? Let's put Doug in the party. So I put Doug in the party, and then I beat it one try. So when in doubt, Doug. And it was great because it was the beach episode. I had him in the pink trunks and the heart sunglasses, and it was the best thing ever. It was the greatest. Tell you, reacts match AP. That's so cool. DC Douglas? Because he is also the voice for Albert Wesker in Resident Evil. I know that. I do know that off the top of my head. Which that is really, really cool. When in doubt, dug it out. What is it, like, what, sleeveless Dougs, Dougless sleeves, something? I love Doug. I'm gonna get you that on a shirt. You can get me Live, Laugh, Starfall on a shirt. Yes, you can wear them together. Our couple shirts. Drop me! Not in there! I felt like that was rigged against me. It'll be beautiful. So my bicep brigade is fully formed. I'm very happy. But beach episodes are over, so. But also with Monday, it was really, really weird. My internet was being stupid. I didn't even realize the VOD had broken up into like 3 parts instead of 2. Cause I do know I got raided and like my internet like just shit the bed. Like immediately after, I'm like, oh my god. And it took a while to reconnect, and I didn't even realize that it apparently stream went down at some point during the break. So I was like, oh well, shit. That's wonderful. So what? Sorry about that. But yeah, the beauty of Xenoblade Chronicles X is you can play it however you want, and there is no wrong answer. That's like the best part. So, and I've just been, again, getting by on overdrive and a prayer. So, yeah. Which is how I get through a lot of things in life, is by something and a prayer. Mostly prayers, because, like, what am I doing with my life? What am I doing with my life? I don't know. Sometimes I just kind of sit back and like look at how my life is played out and think, damn, what am I doing? I can't reach that, can I? No, probably not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, I can't reach that. See how much I roll. I mean, I have the money to stop Luigi. No, I probably don't. I probably won't steal enough. The hell are these ads? Go away. Thank you for the sub, Blue. Thank you. Always appreciated. Thank you very much. I was wondering, because I noticed. It's a little weird without the green star, but... Oh, I'm driving! I hate driving! Why are you making me drive? I like driving in Sky Pilots, but not here, because it's stupid here. Wario, what are we doing? Oh. Oh my god! Okay. Oh, over here. Bro! Oh, thank you! Thank you! Oh, I see it. Wario, aim. It's right there in your face. Thank you. Hit him. Oh. Where are we going? It's over here. I see it. Still won. It's totally fine. Yay. We did it, but at what cost? I don't know. Again, yeah, it's like I look back at my life, it's like, damn. You know, some things I find eventful, and some things I'm like, what the hell even happened here? You know, it's like, even like a lot of experiences that I've had, I look back on and I just like cringe at myself, and there are moments of my life where I just look back and I hate myself. You know? If you don't look back at your life and hate yourself for some stuff, then like, have you really lived? Even like as an artist, if you don't look back at your old work and cringe, are you really growing as an artist? Hello, Boo. Hello, hello. Welcome in. Hope you're having a good day. So yeah, like if you don't look back at your old self and like just cringe, then you haven't grown as a person. There's a lot of things I cringe about, and there's a lot of things I constantly think back on. It's like, wow, I should have done this, and this. But also it's like, hindsight's 20/20, you know? Of course you're gonna learn as, you know, your experience progresses, of course. View the map. I have what, 9? 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 item. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bank. Don't open it. I mean, I could open it and just get my item slot, but probably could have done that, but I don't know. I'll find a spot to use it. Even though it's like dealing with people as well, when you look back on like negative experiences with people, or like former friends that you know, you saw their real colors, and then you think back to the entirety of the friendship, and it's like, oh, a lot of things were red flags and I never even saw them. Because red flags look like normal flags with rose-colored glasses. So keep that in mind. Especially when you know people who need to leave a friendship or relationship because, you know, the person they're with is a walking red flag. Just keep that in mind. Because sometimes they won't see it, but everyone else will. But it takes time, and it sucks when something needs to be pushed really far to get you to realize how bad something is. So that was kind of how I felt with the whole, you know, like the whole tournament I was in, right? A year and a half ago. Like, that's how I felt. Because, like, you know, I thought, you know, going through everything was fine, right? You know, this person was my friend and everything. And then I felt like I was starting to get treated a little unfairly, but I didn't think anything of it because, you know, they were my friend, you know? I didn't want to say anything to upset them. But then I got harped on for something that wasn't my fault. And I got, you know, blown up on. And if it was anyone else, you know, I would have had a different reaction, but they were supposed to be my friend. Why would they do that to me? You know? And then, like, we went, like, months with, like, hardly any interaction. Yeah, months without hardly any interaction. They were going through a tough time, and we helped them. Because, like, I think, like, their cats died at some point in that time. We weren't really talking. And we still helped them. We, you know, donated money to help them with the vet bills. Because, like, you know, they were still our friends. But then, I got dropped and blocked like nothing ever happened. Because I said something this person didn't like. Apparently. I don't even know exactly what it was that I said, even. To this day, I don't even know what exactly it was. Because there was no real evidence to show what it was that was said to get them to drop me. So I was like, you know, whatever. Whatever. And it still boggles my mind that, also one of those like red flag things, they went to my husband about issues with me and not me. I wouldn't have known until like a couple days later, probably, if they had not messaged my husband and not me. It's one of those, like, I would rather you come to me directly. I know you can probably say, like, oh, I've been sitting on this, sitting on these feelings for months, but I'm gonna come to you about it. You know, if it's stuff like that, then, like, I appreciate you come to me about it. You know? Because that's what I would do. Because, like, yeah, I can sit on my feelings for, like, months on end, but it takes courage to bring up a problem to somebody. It takes a lot of courage to do that, no matter how long it takes. So, like, I would never go behind someone's back when I have an issue, even if I've been holding on to the feelings for a long time. I would bring it up to the person, because it's happened once. Oh, I forgot I am not in GameCube. I need 2 hands. I'm gonna lose because I fucked up. How did I win that? How in the hell did I win that? Good job, Riley. How in the heck did I win that? So yeah, there was a time in my life where I will say, there were events that happened, and I had caused this person a great deal of hurt, and I understand that. I know I did wrong. I have apologized for that, and I've never done it again. So it's like, I'm not a saint. I'm not a perfect person. I have made mistakes. I have hurt people before. But, like, I apologized, you know? Apologized, moved on, never made that mistake again. The person in question, and it's like, their feelings towards me is whatever, right? You know, I thought everything was fine, you know, but, like, it felt like I, you know, got treated differently, which, you know, it's whatever. But it felt like things were just not very great with this person. And I was sitting on those feelings for about a year. I have a key. Where did the star even go? Oh, it's over there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So, I already have an item. Yeah, I'm gonna open it and go the other way. I hate doing that, but I need an item slot open. So yeah, I've been, like, you know, sitting on these feelings for about a year. Because it felt like, you know, I thought we talked through things. I thought everything was all, you know, all good and kosher. This was also the friend, who, when my dad died, I had called and told them, hey, my dad had died. And the first thing they said to me... Okay, now keep in mind, my dad died in April of 2020. So keep that in mind. That's kind of like the height of, like, the lockdowns and stuff. So my dad died in April 2020, and it was, like, the next day. Like, the next day or, like, a couple days later, shortly after, I was telling my friends, calling them, let them know what was going on in my life. Because I felt, you know, that was kind of important to tell my friends. And, I told her this, and the first thing she says to me is, I would give you a hug but my house is under lockdown because my husband came into contact with someone with the virus, and we're frantically panicking, cleaning, and yada yada yada. And like right after that, I just kind of tuned her out because I just told you my dad died. And you're gonna come at me with immediate complaints that your house is under lockdown? Excuse me? Like what? Like that's just immediately turning my news all about her. That's just awful. And at that point, you know, my perspective, like really, not really perspective, but like my suspicions about this person got like real confirmed. Because like, you know, I knew she wasn't like she was always the kind of person to like make things about herself. We all know, I guess you can categorize this as a pick-me. You know, because like they always tend to make things all about themselves and, you know, turn any part of the conversation to make it all about themselves. And it's one thing to give your own experiences to relate to, you know, what the person just like vented to you about. There is a difference between relating to with your own experience and then turning the conversation to start talking about yourself. There is a big difference, and that is what she did. She turned the conversation to start talking about herself, and it's like, are you kidding me? Again, like, I told you my dad died. Like, my dad died. Both of my parents are gone now, and all you can tell me is complaining about lockdowns? Like, dude. So I was sitting on all that for a while, and like a couple months later, I, you know, sitting on the feelings, I wrote up a big long message to send to her, being like, hey, I don't really think we're friends at this point. And I brought up several different points, and I sent it to her. And the response I got, she latched on to like one tiny minuscule point and defended that until like the very end. It's like, are you for real? And then she ended up blocking me because I was honest about my feelings to her. And it's like, at least I brought it up to your face. You know? It's like, at least I brought it up to your face. And then like later in the year, kind of made up a little bit, I guess. But just kind of naturally grew apart, and our lives just went in separate directions. And honestly, I'm not mad at it. Because, like, I don't want the drama that she brings. Like, I don't want that. It's like, yeah, I'm still friends with her on Facebook. She is now divorced, has 3 kids with 2 baby daddies. And it's like, I don't really care much to talk to her. She never even told me happy birthday even, which she told me happy birthday last year, but she never even told me happy birthday this year. So it's like, yeah, alright, yeah. Yeah, I think the friendship is like officially over. Yes, Riley? My birthday was like a month ago, kiddo. Yeah. But yeah, it's like, you never even told me happy birthday, so it's like, alright, I see how you are. And it's like, I try to tell people close to me happy birthday. I try to. So, how dare you be honest? I know. How dare I be honest about my feelings to the person that it is about, and not just talking about them to someone else. Yeah, how dare I be a decent person about it. Yeah, and then like, I feel like a similar thing was going to happen with this person who just like blocked me last year. Because like I was festering on a lot of feelings, negative feelings were like festering for a long time. And I was going to conjure up a message and send it to them. It's like, hey, here's my feelings on this. I don't really think we're really good friends anymore. You know, I think our friendship has faded, run its course, yada yada yada, and whatever happens from there, happens from there. But I did not get that chance because apparently I said something they didn't like. They blocked me. Because again, it's a streamer friend, so I'm blocked, I'm banned in their chat. I'm blocked, banned in their chat. Probably have never been spoken about ever again. So, but the thing is, like, that closure for me got, like, ripped away from me. I didn't have a choice in that matter, and sometimes that happens, and sometimes not getting that closure, is the closure. Knowing that you will never get it, sometimes that is the closure. It's me, I banned you. Yeah, I'm banned in Blue's chat, everyone. Just ignore that, the little pink diamond next to my name, I'm banned in her chat. I've seen, like, some streamers, like, kind of ban each other as a joke, but this one wasn't a joke. But yeah, just, you know, life lessons. I feel like if you've got problems with people, just talk to the person. It's that easy. And it's like, all of this could have been avoided by a simple conversation. Because, allegedly I said something that, quote unquote, delegitimatized something that they said to their audience. Apparently. And I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. Because, here's the thing, I think something about like a Discord notification or something on Discord. I had their notifications muted for months. So I never poked my head in there, and plus I consistently have my status as like like invisible, so no one will ever know if I am like online or not, because I don't want people bugging me all the damn time. Oh shit, I lined that up for Luigi. There we go. I'm already sitting second. So yeah, it's like, if it was something that was said on Discord, I have no idea. Cause like, you can mute every single notification on Discord, even ones that ping everybody. You can mute those. You can mute those, because I have a couple of, like, you know, Discords that I'm a part of. That, like, I don't want to get, like, pinged for, like, a lot of things, so I just mute everything. And that's what I did with this person's Discord server, and, there was no way I could have known what they said to their audience that I, quote-unquote, delegitimatized. Haven't a clue. Still haven't a clue. I mean, I've gone through the VOD. I may have, like, all I've got is, like, an inkling, but it's like, I have no idea. I don't know. Which, again, the whole freaking debacle could have been saved by, like, just messaging me and asking me, hey, I heard what you said with this, and this. Like, I heard what you said. I didn't like it. I don't think we can be friends anymore because of this. And it's like, all right, if that was said to me in a direct message, boom, there you go, problem solved. Peach, Luigi, Mario, Peach, Luigi, Mario. So, and it's like, if you got a problem with me, just message me directly. And it's like, I will definitely, like, go through my feelings. Like, cause I have big feelings and I make big reactions, but sometimes, like, after that initial big reaction, I will calm down and I'll think rationally and then I'll respond. So, yeah, if you got a problem with me, just message me. Peach, Luigi, Peach, Luigi, Peach, Luigi. Nice. So yeah, and there's our question of the day. Shifting gears, do you like to sing? Because, so for context, yesterday after school when I picked up Allie, I had to run to the grocery store after school, so we were chatting about school and stuff on our way to the grocery store, and Allie had told me that there were a lot of kids in her class that had watched K-pop Demon Hunters, and I'm like, yeah, it's a really good movie. So, and I had been listening to What It Sounds Like for like the last like half hour before stream started, because like that one's probably my favorite. Because yeah, everyone is all about like, oh, Soda Pop, oh, Golden, Your Idol, Takedown. I like What It Sounds Like. I think it's the best one, and it's a good like resolution to the whole story of the movie. And like I've been singing it a lot. We also listened to Golden this morning on the way to school. Again, it's really high. And also, speaking of Golden, if I had $1 for every time a male main vocal of a K-pop group covered Golden in the original key, I would have $3. Which is not a lot, but hey, it happened 3 times. Not again. It's nap time. No, you're not allowed to nap. Mods ban Blue for napping. This is exactly what I mean. This is exactly what I mean by the computer just inherently knows when the hell it's gonna turn around. Because I pressed A legitimately right as it said go, and it flagged me for a miss. Legitimately. Like, I legit pressed A right as go appeared. Right as it appeared. And it's like, no. But then the computers can do it, like, immediately, like, frame 1? Like, are you kidding me? This is why Westernland gets points docked off for me. That is exactly why Westernland gets lower on the tier list for me. Because this is ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. But it's like, oh, if you hate it, why are you playing Westernland? Well, the wheel decided to play Westernland. Okay, I spun the wheel several times to determine which Mario Party I would play. But then it landed on 2 a whole bunch, so it's like, alright, fine, we'll play 2. And then, 1 and done Westernland's like, alright, yeah, cool, Westernland sounds great. I am regretting this decision. Because of this bullshit. Go away. Go away, thank you. Oh, come on. What do you mean I couldn't hit you? What do you mean I couldn't hit you? Everything's going downhill from here. Everything's going downhill from here. Just like my life. What? In about 30 minutes. Ugh. I need to figure out what I need to do for Mario Party days. Oh yeah, speaking of like, oh yeah, yesterday, I briefly mentioned it at the beginning of stream. Yesterday there wasn't supposed to be a stream because, yeah, there wasn't supposed to be a stream yesterday because I was supposed to have an obligation in the morning and I didn't know how long it was going to take. Turns out I didn't have to do it, and that obligation was jury duty. So, again, let's go back, all the way back on my birthday. Birthday, everything was good, turned 30, woo, had cupcake, streamed, played games with friends. Wait a minute. Anyone around a boo? Wario's kind of back there, lurking. But also, why would he steal from me? I would only land in, like, second place. So, let's do it. So, So yeah, all the way back on my birthday. Everything's totally fine. And then about 7 o'clock, I think somewhere between 7 and 7:30, the mail shows up. Which at the time was like kind of whatever in a way, because like the mail had been so inconsistent. It shows up like 7 in the evening, go to check it, and I see a fancy letter addressed to me, to Tessa Jane. And it's like, okay, what could this be? And I open it up, and it is a summons for jury duty. And again, I get that in the mail on my 30th birthday. It's like, hey, congratulations, you turned 30. Now here's jury duty. So I had to fill out a questionnaire, had to send it back. And then the date for the jury duty, or to go in for like the selection or whatever, was August 20th at 8:30 a.m., which was yesterday. So it was like, and it's like the first day of school, so there was like a whole bunch of things happening. My husband took the day off, but they didn't have much for him on Tuesday, so he had Tuesday and Wednesday off from work, because it's like, who's gonna watch Riley, you know, as I am off to jury duty, you know? So we had like to get everything like figured out, had to get everything planned, you know, who's watching Riley, someone home to pick up Alec from school if it runs like all day long, he needs a vehicle, yada yada yada. So it's like, okay, so all that is taken care of, we have a plan. And then Tuesday evening, I check the mail. What? Excuse me? I went... Huh? What even happened? And I can't see, because I can't see underneath my feet. It won't move. Why? That's so stupid. Why is the blooper one so stupid? Anyway, Tuesday evening, check the mail. And I see a similarly set up letter from when I got the initial jury summons on my birthday. So it's like, huh, I wonder what's going on. So I sit down and I open up the letter, and the letter says, I can actually, it's not that one, it's this one. Here we go. District Attorney. Yep, it's like, Dear Tessa Jane, last name. Commitment to serving insert county here as a potential juror in criminal case, whatever. Underlined in italics, your appearance is no longer required on August 20th, 2025. However, you may be called to serve as a juror for future trials. And I got this in the mail, Tuesday evening. It showed up Tuesday. And it was dated for the 15th, so it took that long to get there. I mean, granted, a few days, it's not so bad. But yeah, I got that in the mail. I saw it Tuesday evening. It's like, oh hey, I don't have to go. I don't have to go. Wonderful. So that's how we streamed Banjo-Tooie yesterday. So, yay. And speaking of Banjo-Tooie, I figured out what it is I need to do for Witchy World. Not Witchy World, the Grunty Industries. There we go. Because like I popped into the world for a little bit, and like initially it looks like there's like nothing I could do. There's literally nothing. But apparently there's a train switch somewhere that you can get to. that opens up the train station, and that's how you get like into the level. So it's like, okay, so I'll probably do that because it's like I couldn't figure that out for the life of me. I couldn't figure it out. So my husband looked it up and kind of gave me the blurb after stream. So that was kind of so that's how I know. So probably what tomorrow is going to look like for Banjo-Tooie, I'll probably finish up the things that I have fresh on my mind in Hailfire Peaks. Because I have a very love-hate relationship with that one already. Because like I love the theming. I love the idea of like fire and ice together in like one world. But like I am struggling. I am struggling on that one. So I will I'll probably finish up all that I have the thing to do. I'll probably finish up all that I can accomplish. And then go back to the industries and go from there. It's kind of what I'm thinking. So, yeah. Yeah, there's somewhere that I probably could have gotten to, but I just didn't see. So, which happens a lot. But again, I'm playing Banjo-Tooie for like the first time. It is legitimately my first experience with Banjo-Tooie. So I feel like I need to be given a little bit of grace. And it's like, sometimes when I watch people play games for the first time that I am familiar with, I give them a little bit of grace because it's like, yeah, I struggled my first time, but some other times it's like, wow, are you kidding me? Because, okay, like, if someone was playing Thousand Year Door, Paper Mario Thousand Year Door, it's my favorite game of all time. I know a lot about the game. If someone were to get stuck trying to find, Darkly to start Chapter 4, I would sympathize with that. I wouldn't be like, oh my god, you're so stupid, it's literally right there. Why can't you see it? You're so bad at the game. I'm so desperately afraid to get into those comments myself. You have no idea. But like, if I were to see someone do that for the first time, I wouldn't even think about commenting something like that because first time I played the game, I got stuck on Darkly. Couldn't find it for the life of me. But being stuck on Darkly led me to finding YouTube playthroughs of Thousand Year Door. And that all snowballed into where I am now. So, yeah, there's that. But like, sometimes you gotta think back to like the first time you played this game, or when you played it as a kid. You know, sometimes you gotta give yourself and other people a little bit of grace when playing a game for the first time. But also there's some things where it's like, kind of genuine, like, how in the heck did you like miss this? Because I remember watching a couple streamers play Twilight Princess for the first time a couple years ago. And they legitimately had no idea they were at the final area until they were at the final boss. And it's like, what do you mean you had no idea this was the end of the game? Again, it's Twilight Princess, so it all builds up to go to Hyrule Castle, to go to Zelda. Like, it's building up to that. You broke down the barrier. It's legitimately the last place in the game. If you've been paying attention to the story, you'll know it's been building for that final confrontation in Hyrule Castle. They legit had no idea they were even at the end of the game when they were like balls deep into Hyrule Castle. And it's like, how do you not know? Like, if you are like familiar with like storytelling, sometimes you can kind of feel it in your gut when the end is approaching. You know, sometimes you can't really like put a finger on it, but like you have a feeling when like the end is approaching. Sometimes the game swerves and then there's another like 50 hours of gameplay after that. Xenoblade Chronicles. But that's what makes it so good. But sometimes it's like you feel it in the end. The story builds up to a specific point. And it's like, boom, finale, done. But it's like, how do you not know the build-up? It's like, I understand like taking a break from the game for a while, but again, if you pay attention to like a little bit of the dialogue and kind of remember basic plot points of the story, you'll figure out that the final encounter is in Hyrule Castle, which is, I love that about Twilight Princess. Like, the final dungeon is Hyrule Castle, which is crazy. So yeah, that's one thing I love about Twilight Princess. I never know how all that works. Hello, Johnny. Hello, hello. Welcome in. Hope you're having a good day. Hi. Good job. In about 20 minutes, okay? We'll take our break in a little bit. Because we're back to streaming at noon, for the most part. Miss Riley? Huh? I mean, you can go. Okay. I had a hard time in school, people making me feel dumb about things sometimes. I felt that all the time. Like, I was, like, so scared of saying the wrong answer, because I felt like people were gonna, like, laugh at me for the wrong answer. So that's why I never, unless I was, like, 100% confident in the answer, I never raised my hand to answer a question in school. But it's also, like, one of those, it's like, I don't, like, mean to make people feel stupid about things, but sometimes it's one of those, like, media literacy things. Because media literacy is dying hardcore. I think that's something we can legitimately criticize people over. Is, like, it is dying out. Like, people's media literacy is going down. It's so crazy. Like, you know, media literacy of like, oh, fucking Squid Game, you know, or any kind of TV show drama, video games, you know. Again, I think not knowing that Hyrule Castle was like the final dungeon, is a media literacy thing. Reading comprehension is another one. That's kind of going downhill. Like, okay, media literacy, right? Okay, so Monday night, Naomi relinquishes her Women's World Championship and announces she is pregnant. Awesome, cool, so happy for her. Lots of tweets from other wrestlers showing support for Naomi and Jimmy. And then Becky Lynch makes a tweet, and it's so... To me, I saw it and immediately thought, oh my god, this is absolutely fucking hilarious. This is absolutely hilarious. She is so funny for this. Because I want to say, this is not quote word for word, but I believe the tweet was something along the lines of, how irresponsible is it to getting pregnant while champion? And so, and like, I thought it was hilarious. I immediately thought it was hilarious because if we think back to 2020, you know, the Thunderdome, COVID times, Becky Lynch got pregnant while she was Raw Women's Champion. And that one worked out a little bit better creatively because Asuka had just won Money in the Bank. And so they decided to go ahead and give her the championship with the Money in the Bank briefcase. So that was like a clever way to do that. And a great pivot for that. But yeah, Becky Lynch got pregnant while she was champion. And it was so funny that she made that tweet. But Becky had gotten so much hate for it. Still a lot of hate for it. So, and like she gets a lot of hate. It's like, how dare you say that about Naomi? Like, oh, you're one to talk. You're so mean. You experienced this too. It's like, the joke flew way over their heads at that point. What turn are we on? Okay, 32. So, yeah, like, so many people are so up in arms about... Why are we stealing coins from me? Wario has so much more. So yeah, like, people are so up in arms about Becky's tweet when it was clearly a joke. 100% a joke. It's like, that is media literacy dying. That right there is media literacy dying. I wish I could make that up. Also, again, I'm seeing a whole bunch of tweets and reports about Naomi's pregnancy. It's like, bro, I ranted about this, what, Tuesday? About like, oh, Naomi won the championship while she was pregnant. She wrestled at Evolution while she was pregnant. No. No, she didn't. Like, knowing how pregnancy works? No, she didn't. Because, like, yeah, just because you are 7 weeks pregnant does not mean you have been pregnant for 7 weeks. Like, in reality, she's been pregnant for 5. Because that's how, you know, the fertile window is on a woman's, you know, cycle. I'll take a break in a little bit, Riley. It's not quite Tito time yet. So yeah, like, again, I've seen reports of, like, Naomi, it's like, oh, she won the championship pregnant. She wrestled at Evolution pregnant. No. Because, okay, again, according to the podcast she was on with Stephanie, she said she was about 7 weeks pregnant. Which, it was told she found out she was pregnant, the day before Raw last week. And, so, which would have been the 10th. So she wasn't medically cleared Monday, which, you know, people started speculating, and I wasn't going to join in on the speculation until anything was confirmed, and it's confirmed. So I can speak on it. And it was stated she was about 7 weeks. So if we count back, this is where the misconception happens. So if we count back, all right, so let's say she found out she was pregnant on the 10th, she's about 7 weeks. All right, so somewhere last week, I'd imagine the recording of the podcast happened before Monday night. So let's just go off of Monday the 11th. If we go back 7 weeks, we go back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We end up in, like, late June. Like, very late June. Right? Okay, so, hold on. We go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We go, like, yeah, very end of June, early July. We go back 7 weeks from last week. This is where people think she has been pregnant for Evolution. No. But if we go 2 weeks from that day on that 7 weeks, we go 2 weeks, that puts us at July 14th, which was after Evolution. Catch what I'm saying? You catch what I'm saying? Naomi had a damn good match. She cashed in Money in the Bank to become world champion later in Evolution. Had a really, really good day, ended the show on a high note. Hello? Who wouldn't want to, you know, after a successful night like that? Like, who wouldn't want to do that? Right? So, my hypothesis, and I feel pretty confident in this, she probably got pregnant, shortly after Evolution. And she didn't find out until last week. Which, again, some people are like, how could she wrestle when she's pregnant? How she's putting a baby? And, like, some people, like, women don't know until about, like, you know, somewhere between, like, 4 to 8 weeks, you know. And she had also expressed some fertility issues and thought that she probably couldn't conceive at all, you know. So, oh my god. So yeah, she probably thought she couldn't conceive at all, so she'd probably given up hope, and then boom, she's pregnant. So it's one of those, like, you got to keep track of, like, your cycle in a way, and that's how you know, because, like, the weeks of pregnancy don't go back to conception, because there's kind of no way to know exactly when you conceive, but you go back to the first day of your last period. That's where they count from more often than not. And then you get ultrasounds, and then that's how you can figure out how far along you are. And go from there and get you your due date and everything. So your due date, your initial due date is 40 weeks from the first day of your last period. That's how a due date is calculated. And again, the first day of your last period, you're not pregnant, you've got a period. But that starts the cycle. And like, more often than not, like, you know, the egg goes through and, you know, you're fertile for like, there's a 5-day window. I think it's a 5-day window, but like the egg is there for like 3 days. And then like what, sperm lasts like 2 days, I think, or something. That's how there's a 5-day window of getting pregnant or whatever. But yes, leave it to me to explain sex to the audience. But hey, but yeah, that happens like about roughly 2 weeks after a woman gets her period. So the conception date is typically 2 weeks after the period. Every woman's cycle is different. Every cycle is different. But also, every woman should know her own body. So, yeah, every woman should know her own body. And keep track of all of that. So I would imagine, Naomi got pregnant shortly after evolution. You know? But also, it kind of goes into, like, sometimes the moment you kind of give up on it or, like, stop trying, that's when it'll happen. That kind of happened when I got pregnant with Riley. Because I was so in my head about, gotta get pregnant. And then around that time, going back to earlier, how I wrote that long message to that one friend years ago, and that ended in disaster, but that was like a huge weight off for me. So it was around that time, and I just kind of stopped trying. I stopped thinking about being so obsessive about gotta get pregnant. Once I, you know, stopped with that mentality, I, you know, ended up pregnant with Riley. So it's one of those things. If you're just so obsessed with like, I gotta do this, gotta do that, the moment you stop that obsession, it'll happen. Divine timing, if you will, you know. So it's probably one of those things that happened with Naomi. So that's my guess. And it's like, and also, I've been seeing tweets that are so wrong with Naomi and her pregnancy, because I saw a tweet, a legitimate tweet, saying, which one of these women is going to win the 2026 Royal Rumble? And it's a picture of Liv Morgan and a picture of Naomi. It's like, tell me you don't know how pregnancy works without telling me you don't know how pregnancy works. No, you are not pregnant at all. You don't need to be worrying about that. Your favorite wrestler is Jade Cargill, right? Your favorite wrestler is Jade Cargill? Can't leave it to me to make my 4-year-old mad by telling her she's not pregnant. Kids, man. But yeah, no. Okay, so let's say she conceived, you know, going back to that, you know, July 30th or June 30th, right? Let's say allegedly normal 28-day cycle. Let's just go off of that. Okay, so if we go 40 weeks from when I counted back, so we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. We're looking at like late March, early April, roughly, give or take. Again, I don't know the exact details. This is just like rough estimate. So we're looking at late March, early April for Naomi's baby, given she has a healthy pregnancy, because she is high risk. Because she did say she was high risk. So, you know, given perfect textbook circumstances, we're looking at late March, early April. The Royal Rumble happens in late January, early February. Naomi will still be pregnant by 2026. So, yeah. And it was so unironic. And because, like, one of the first replies that I saw was, what about Lyra? And plus, Naomi will be pregnant. And the OP, the original poster, said, Lyra's not a part of the options. Like, excuse me? Oh, sorry. I hit Riley in the head. Like, excuse me? Like, you don't even acknowledge her saying that Naomi will still be pregnant? It's either you are absolutely stupid and don't know how pregnancy works, or you're rage baiting. Like, it's one of those two, and it infuriates me so bad. And like, if it's rage bait, it's fucking working. I would like to try and get my star back, if at all possible. Not with that roll. Oh my god. So, yeah, and like, again, legitimately seeing tweets like that. It is so crazy. I've lost so many battle minigames, though. I'll take my chance with Bowser, honestly. Maybe Bowser can help me. So yeah. Again, I wouldn't say I'm like an expert on, you know, pregnancy, but I've been through two. I have been around people who, you know, had babies and kind of by proxy learned about their pregnancy experiences that were different than mine. So it's like, again, I wouldn't say I'm an expert, but I would probably be a good person to go to. And it's like, hey, this would happen with me, and I've seen this happen to someone else. So, yeah, but it's like, man. And it's like, man, the IWC must be filled with like a bunch of virgins or something. Like, it's like, what the heck? You really don't know how pregnancy works, do you? Like, I can see Naomi coming back for the 27 Rumble and potentially winning it, because I can see her, after having the baby and working hard to come back ready, I can see her coming back exactly where she left off. I can see that happening. So I really like Naomi. So, but yeah, 27 Rumble, yes. 26 Rumble, absolutely not. She'll still be pregnant. So, yeah. It's still so crazy to me how people don't understand how pregnancy works. And also, it's like, yes, I understand the sex education system kind of fails us at times, but also Google is free. And there are plenty of people to ask questions. And also, it's like, I mentioned the other day, like, a textbook can only teach you so much. But like word of mouth and people's experiences, because there was a lot of experiences that I went through that I had no idea even happened with like pregnancy and stuff. So it's like, I had legit no idea. So, alright, I'm thinking after the minigame, we will take our break, because we do have ads coming up. It is about 2 o'clock, so I'll take our break, and I also need to pee, so...
I did pee.
Okay. I think my body is just... has gotten so used to the routine. Hey, Tato time is also go to the bathroom time. Because I just happen to do everything all at once. I think my body's just used to it. Whee. I am Peach, Riley.
I am also Peach.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah. Whee. And also just like a lot of like life experiences. Like you learn a lot from talking to other people and hearing their stories. So there's a lot to learn about from other people. There we go. Nice. So it's like I've had plenty of life experiences and there's still a lot of experiences that I haven't been through, but like again, you learn a lot from like just talking to other people. All right. Okay. All right. So we're gonna take a break. We are going to get up, stretch, go to the bathroom, grab a snack, do whatever it is you need to do, and we'll be right back. Alrighty, we are back. We're back and we're fancy. Rolls a 2. Crazy to come back to a 2. Come back to a 2. But anyway, thank you for the links, Johnny. Thank you. Always appreciate it. Oh, I need to change my follower goal because I changed the number on the thing. Again, the follower goal for 500 is happening. I just need to finish writing it first. And I'm on a roll with it. You know, I know what I'm doing. Steel Star from Wario. That's the logical thing to do. Yeah! Alright, because Wario is frankly running away with it, and we need to stop him. I know he has the coin star. I know that for a fact, and because he won so many battles. Because I saw him like up to like 180 something, and I'm like, oh shit, I can't compete with that. So, but yeah, I need to actually write it, you know, proofread it, get a word count, you know, all the fun stuff that includes fanfiction writing. Peach, Luigi, Mario. So. Oh no. Get a 1. No! I got so fucking screwed. That's stupid. Anyway. So yeah, I just need to get back to writing it. Cause like, again, I have all the plot points in my head. I have it like mapped out in my brain. I just need to get them written down. And I've been fairly consistent with it the last few weeks or so. So, yeah, it's just, it's one of those when it's done and proofread, we'll set a date fairly quickly after that, and then, we'll fulfill the goal. And no, I don't have another story in mind. Maybe I'll figure it out, maybe I won't, I don't know. Maybe we'll pull into the depths of my previous works and read some old stuff while I work on the new stuff. I don't know. I don't know, we'll figure it out. Because it's supposed to be a fun time, not a stressful time for me to, oh god, I need to write this. It's I want to make sure my goals are fulfilled because, again, I want to make sure I fulfill my goals, and if I am not able to, then I won't do it, period. Because I've seen many a broken promise over the years, so I'd rather not. Because I do specifically remember, again, streamer friends that we had known for a couple of years at that point. They did a sub goal to play a spooky game. And they don't really like spooky games. But they made it a sub goal, and it's like, hey, you know what? That'd be really funny and entertaining. Like, only for just like one stream of it? Yeah, sure, whatever. And Vegito single-handedly accomplished that goal. I think it was like 20 subs. 20 subs, they play a spooky game one night for a stream. And they don't really like spooky games. Never happened. The goal got shattered day 1. That promise was never fulfilled. That's why I always try to make promises I can keep. And any sub goal of mine, I try to honor it because subs cost money. And I need to, you know, be kind when when people give me their money. So that's why it's like the current sub goal is I'm trying to like save up money to get a new laptop so that way I can give back to you guys in a way where I can bring more to the stream and I'm not limited by my shitty laptop. Hello, Jade. Hello. Welcome in. Hope you're having a good day. So yeah, I'm very strict on promises. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Shit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20? Did I see a 20th one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I'm losing track. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I'm sticking with my gut. Five, six, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, thank God! Thank goodness it was 20. Not old enough to drink, but not a teenager anymore. Because, like, I know in the US, 18 is legally an adult, but you're still a teenager. You are still a teenager at 18 and 19. And 20 is the weird one, where it's like, you're an adult, but you're not old enough to drink. You're no longer a teenager. But why is it 21? Why can't it just be 20? That's just how I feel about it. I know other countries have like the legal drinking age to 18, but the US is really weird. I will say the US is very weird in some regards, so. But yeah, like you can drive a car at 16, you can smoke cigarettes at 18, and buy lottery tickets at 18. But you can't drink alcohol until 21. Or, like, purchase alcohol until 21. Because, let's be real, there's a lot of teenagers that, partake in underage drinking. Let's be real. Alright. So, yeah, that's just one of them, like, fact of life. You know, facts of life. People partake in underage drinking. It's one of those, as long as you are in a safe environment and, again, safe environment. What? That was a photo finish. Come on, you couldn't give that one to me? Like, are you fucking for real? Dude, that's just rude. Again, if you're in a safe environment, you're not going anywhere, you don't have access to car keys to not drive, then, again, safe environment, you have people around you that'll cut you off if you've gone too far, you know. I'm not condoning it, I'm just saying, there are certain circumstances in which, you know, people will do it. There is a safe way to do it. I remember, I don't drink very much. Hardly ever. I made myself a mudslide a couple weeks ago because it just sounded nice and I was already really stressed. So I needed something to take the edge off in a way. So I made myself a mudslide one night. I didn't put too much alcohol in it, but like just enough. But like, I don't really drink very much. I don't like to do it like on a weeknight. You know, I'd rather do it like not on a school night, in the evening when everything's all done and taken care of and I've eaten. So, but yeah, I didn't really like it so much. My parents had to peer pressure me to take a tiny sip of champagne when I was like 17. Ugh. Ow, I hurt my hand. So yeah, I was about 17. So I was in high school. It was like a senior. It was like, you know, New Year's. So of course my parents had champagne on hand. But like, I had to get like peer pressured into taking a little tiny sip of champagne and I really did not like it whatsoever. I hated it. I hated it. And like, it wasn't even like in a fancy champagne flute or anything. It was in a coffee mug. They gave me the tiniest little gulp Not even like a tiny gulp. It was like just enough for like maybe like a shot of it, but I don't even think I drank all of it. I just took a tiny, very tiny, minuscule sip. Of course, Blue goes nap nap and the bots come in. They just know when Blue is here. Do bots just inherently know when a mod is in a chat? Like, do they just have a sensor for that green sword? And when it's not there, when it's not there for a period of time, they just appear? Like, it's so weird, because I had so many of those in the time Blue was gone this last month. Because, there was the one time where I was just sitting on it waiting for the question to pop up, because it's one of those, like, the bots will, like, come in and, like, start a conversation and try to promote, like, their art, like, oh, I'm a graphic designer, oh, I'm an artist on Discord, and it's, like, stuff like that, but then you can, if you've seen enough of them, you can pick it out, like, right away, and that's what happened, because a chatter had came in, you know, said, hi, how are you? Is this your favorite game? And then just kind of other weird generic statements. And then the follow happens. And then, can I ask a question? It's like, it's the same setup. I've seen it before. It's like the same setup. And when they hit you with the can I ask a question, it's like, all right, you know what? I bet. Ask the question. Oh, get off of my butt, Luigi! What? Luigi's turned into a monster. But Wario is the real problem. Wario is just banned from Western Land. Something about the AI just cranks it up to 11 when he is on Western Land, and I absolutely fucking hate it. But, yeah, you know, you get hit with the... you know, the come in generic statements, can I ask a question? And then they hit you with the, well, I'm an artist, and I was wanting to know if you would take a look at my work, would you be interested? And all that stuff, and it's like, no. Or it's like, I'm a graphic artist, you know, would you be interested in my stuff? And it's like, for one, again, total scam. Two, I'm the wrong target for that scam, because I do everything. Like, my costume changes, I do all myself, my layout here, my starting soon screen, intermission, ending screen, all that is done by myself. The only thing that is not mine is the actual bars for both goals. That's the only thing on my layout that is Streamlabs. And I do, you know, I create my alerts via other sites, but like in terms of like actual like graphics, my layouts, I do it all myself. So I am like the wrong target for one of those. Well, I'm a graphic designer. Would you like to see my art? And it's like, no, I don't need it. I'm not the right audience for it. Where's the star at? Ah, it's over there. Okay. So, yeah. And I remember, it was almost a year ago, because I was playing Galaxy 2 at the time. I was playing Galaxy 2, and I got offered for some... there's two of them that popped in the chat at like the same time. They offered to rig my PNGs, so, you know, they animate as I talk or whatever, and it's like, I'm not interested in that right now. I like my system. I'm not interested. And I politely rejected them. They would not take no for an answer. They would not take no. They would not leave me alone. I don't know if I banned them, but like they just would not take no. They were so pushy with it. And it's like, hey, no means no. I don't care if you're a scammer or not, no means no. Or like, even if you weren't a scammer and genuinely offering your services, if someone tells you no, you have to respect it. There is no changing their mind. If they say no, you tell them no. Thanks, Luigi. So it's like if someone comes to me and is like, hey, can I do this art for you? And I'm like, no thanks, I'm not interested. The correct thing to do is like, okay, not a problem. If you change your mind, I'm right here. Easy as that. The wrong thing to do is like, hey, can I offer you some art? And, I say, no thank you, I don't need it. And then the other one's like, well, why not? Why not? I'm an artist. I can do this for you, no problem. What's the problem? Why aren't you taking it? Like, that's not taking no for an answer. And it's so annoying when that happens. So yeah, no means no. And that's just a big lesson for literally anything. There are some grown adults that will throw toddler-level tantrums over being told no. Just set it down. So, it's just crazy, some people. Down, right, left. Down, left, down, right, left, down, left. Down, right, left. Down, left. 5, 6, 7, 8. Right B up, right, down, left. Right B up, right B up, right, down, left. 5, 6, 7, 8. Woo! We did it! That made it for last time in my mistakes. Because I made plenty of mistakes before. Now I'm going to get up to put Riley's stuff away, so I will be right back as the computers take their turns. Alright, I'm back. You know how when Blue is gone, the bots come in? Well, when I'm AFK, my money gets stolen from me. Because I was in the middle of, putting stuff away, Riley's stuff away, and, I heard chance time, so I came back into the living room momentarily to see on the TV what happened, and I saw my money get given away to Wario, so of course That's what happens when I'm away. Of course. Oh, and I don't even know the timing to get a lamp. The lamp would be lamp or a bubo would be nice, but these are really good items, except for the dual glove, because I can't fucking win a duel to save my life in Western Land. Ooh, that is so nice. A booba. Oh, you meant the game, yeah. I always miss the bots. Mods ban me. They just know. They just know. I think I said earlier, like, do the bots just like have like the sensor to see when a mod is active in chat? Can they see the green sword icon next to a username, and if they see that in chat, it's like, oh, better not activate the bot. And when it's not there, they're like, oh, here we go, empty chat. Cheap viewers, and it's like, excuse me. No. Ah, get away from me! Luigi. Get Luigi! Mm. Yeah. Ugh, my life is a mess right now. It's crazy. Tis crazy. I was talking about a lot of different things. Before getting up to put stuff away, I cannot remember. I don't seem to remember. Oh yeah, I was talking about like various bots that came in. Cause yeah, I think last week, either last week or 2 weeks ago, I think it was 2 weeks ago, because it was the same day my brother showed up on stream, and I had to like mute for like half an hour because I know my brother. And I only did that to stop a potential accidental dox. So, yeah, so my brother showed up for a little bit. I muted. I was still typing in chat because I was still there. And brother leaves. I come back on the mic, and then like right before break, right before tater time, this bot comes in with the typical setup of like, "Hi, how are you doing? Is this your favorite game?" There was like a third one. It's like, "Oh, that's so cool," or something like that. And then they drop a follow. It's like, all right, cool, whatever. And then they hit you with the, "Can I ask a question?" That is when you know it's like, all right, bot's gonna happen. Bots be botting. And it's like, it could have been, you know, genuine, but like, I know a scam when I see one, you know? So, yeah, it's like, "Hey, I'm an artist on Discord. I can show you my artwork." I'm like, I'm not interested in anyone else's... I'm not interested to buy anyone else's art right now, because if I need anything done, I'll just do it myself. You know? Because I am also an artist. 1, 2, 3. So... 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. What?! Bruh. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Alright, time to bamf it. That's not bamfing it. Luigi did it. So, and I also mentioned the other time where I was playing Galaxy 2, because I remember I was hunting for green stars. These people came in offering to like animate my PNG. And I'm like, "No thank you, I don't have a need for that right now. So no thank you, but you're free to, you know, just hang out and stream, whatever." And then they just would not take no for an answer. No. Standard last 5 turns procedures, all red and blue spaces are doubled, and if you land on the same space as your opponent, you get to duel them. But yeah, it's like, when you're so pushy with your services and you can't take no for an answer, then you're the problem. Sorry. And again, I'm the wrong target. And it's like, I understand people like, hey, like, I know this cool thing. You can animate your PNG when you talk. And it's like, that's cool. But like, I'm not really interested in that right now. I also have so many costume changes. That is a lot to rig up if I were to go down that route, you know? So, like, it'd be a lot of work. Yeah, I've got lots of costume changes. It reminds me of the time when I said real artists don't need to beg strangers for commissions in Twitch chats. Exactly. Exactly. I am stealing that one. Gonna use that.
You have 10 costume changes.
I have like 22.
Do you have 22?
I have a lot of them.
Yeah.
I have like 20 something of them. I haven't added a new costume change in a while. Probably about a year. I think the last new costume change that was added was the Yeet costume change that we saw in the first half of stream. Oh shit! Oh, come on! I pressed the A button! Well, yeah, it's like, I try to... Or it's like, there was once upon a time where I tried to promote my art, but I don't go to random strangers like, hey, can you check out my art? I don't like DM people. I don't go into people's Twitch chats. I try to do it the right way. So... But also, it's like, growing up, I'd heard so much, oh my god, I love your art, you should sell your art, you should sell your art, you should put up a shop, you should sell your art. And then when I finally do, crickets. None of those people are wanting to buy my art when I finally put it up for sale. They just wanted the high morality and ego boost. It's like, yeah, you took my idea, you're not taking my money though. And it's like, what the fuck? Why would you tell someone, yeah, you should sell your art, I would totally buy it, and then when they do eventually sell their art, they don't buy it at all? And it's like, I understand, artists have to make money too, and there's varying prices to people's arts. But when I first, like, opened up commissions, I thought it was, you know, I had, like, $20 for, like, a little chibi drawing, like $30 for, like, a, you know, like a, essentially, like, waist up character, and then, like, $50 for, like, full body or super detailed. That was kind of, like, my baseline. Like, and this was, like, 6 years ago at this point, way before I started streaming. But I'm like, all right, let's see if I can make some money from this. And, you know, everyone's like begging and begging and begging. It's like, oh, you should sell your art. And then when I actually do, you know, set prices and everything, no one is around to buy it. It's like, yeah, I've done like some commissions for some friends, and some friends are better about paying me than others. The last commission I ever did was for this friend. The friend in question, the friend in question, when I called her and said my dad died, and she complained about COVID immediately after, yeah, the last commission I ever did was for her, because she came to me with a photo reference like, hey, I want you to draw me and my 3 kids in this art style, because I want to get it tattooed. And I'm like, okay, it'll probably be roughly $30, but I didn't say a price until I finished the commission. And I finished it, it's like, hey, that'll be like, what, $35? I think I charged her for it. I think it took several months for her to pay me for that. And like, for the first few weeks, benefit of the doubt, right? I gave her, you know, a little bit of grace because I knew she had just had a baby, because her youngest is like a year old now, and this was a year ago. So I knew she had like just had a baby. I understand postpartum, your brain can get very scattered very easily, especially if you're essentially doing it on your own. I understand. But then like 2 months pass, 3 months pass. I think when did I do that? I don't, I also absolutely hate, stupid photos on the iPhone. I hate it so much. Okay, I don't even have the photo in my drawings proper. That's kind of funny, actually. Let me go into messages. I mean, the last time I ever talked to this person one-on-one was November of 24, so... Okay, so I got the, Okay, so... She came to me in July. In July with the commission request. Turn me on 48. No thanks. Yeah, she came to me in July with the commission request. And I got it finished. So she came to me July 8th? Yeah, July 8th. She came to me with the request. I finished it July 15th of last year. Trash, please. So that's how quickly I got it done. And I gave her the price, $35. And it's like, if you can't pay, like, right now, this second, you know, totally whatever, you know, I'll give you a little bit of time. And then it wasn't until, like, damn near Halloween when I got my payment from her. From mid-July to Halloween on a $35 commission. That's a meme. Can't find the meme. That should be a meme in and of itself. It's like, that reminds me of a meme. It's like, well, I can't find it. Nope. Get off of my butt. Just need to hit you one time. So yeah, and it's like, again, when I do open commissions, and, you know, it's mostly for my friends, and it's like, I know they'll pay me, but it's like, the last couple of times, it's taken forever, and it feels like pulling teeth to even get the payment from them, and it's like, no. So, yeah. And it's like, I don't want to, like, complain. It's like, oh, no one's gonna buy my art. But it's like, people have hyped it up so much. Like, you know, it's like, oh, I would totally buy your art. You should sell it. You should sell your art. And then when I finally do, nothing. I get nothing. And then when people actually do want a commission from me, they take forever to fucking pay me. And it's like, they don't even get their artwork until I get paid. You know? So, and there was one commission that I did for an old high school friend. In my, like, rules, it's blatantly said, like, I will not give you the artwork until I pay for it, but then I wasn't getting any kind of payment whatsoever, so I just gave her the artwork anyway. But then she paid me afterward, after like, hey, could you, like, edit something like that? And it's like, sure, no problem. And I edited it, and then she paid me, so I was like, okay, whatever. But that was at least I got paid relatively quickly after I finished it. So that's a no big deal. And it's like, yeah, pay me first, but like if you got any corrections, just let me know. You know, it's just one of those, like, just let me know. And it's like, if I need to fix it, just let me know, and it's no extra charge. You know? But like for you to even like see the full thing, just pay me first. And that's most artists' policies, you know, because I got it from a lot of other artists that I've, you know, looked at and got advice from. Yes, Riley. I farted. You farted? Okay. So it's like, yeah, most artists won't even give you the commission until you pay for it. And it's like, if I am going to buy art from someone, or at least get a commission from somebody, I better have the money ready for it. You know, like, I better have the money ready to go when they finish it. Hold on, what? Okay. I thought I goofed. Okay. Okay. Got my plan. Got a plan. So, yeah, I feel like that's just a courteous thing to do when you want art from someone. You better have the money ready for it. Either have the money ready on hand, or know you're gonna get it, like, within a few days. It's like, oh, I get paid Friday and I'm getting this commission on, or I'm ordering this commission on Wednesday. You know? Oh. Okay, this is fine. Maybe. Did it. Woo! So, yeah. Again, and like I feel like a lot of people's problems, a lot of like people that are, you know, relatively good on the moral compass, you know, lean towards good in their alignment. I feel like a lot of those people have trouble fathoming why people are mean and disrespectful about things when they wouldn't even think about doing stuff like that themselves. You know, it's like, why would anyone just like, you know, just like drop me, block me, ban me in their Twitch chat for like literally no reason without even talking to me? Like, I would never. Like, I would at least bring it up with you. Or it's like, why would people be assholes about not paying for an art commission up front? Not even up front, but like when it's ready. Like, why wouldn't you just pay for it then? You're going to literally crash out? I'm crashing out right now. What's going on? Is this the crash out hour? At least I'm not involved in any of these duels. Everyone's shooting each other and I'm just over here chilling. I am chilling. But yeah, and it's like, I see so many people do wildly disrespectful things, and I'm over here like, what? Why would anyone even do something like that? Because I would never. But also, it's like, people are different, their brains work differently, even like good and bad people. So I posted a review with all the shit happened with my apartment, and I just found out they replied to it, and they fucking What? I am offended on your behalf. I am offended on your behalf, Blue. What in the hell? That is absolutely disgraceful. Now here's the thing. I think this one we steal from Luigi. And if I make it to Boo on my dice roll, I'll steal from probably Wario. Or Mario. It's nice that I go last. It is so nice that I go last. I say Wario. I only say Wario because Wario has the coin star for sure. But I will be 1 star ahead of him and I have more money. Mario might have the happening though, so let's just steal from Mario. Boom. Shakalaka. Let's fucking go. I fucking lied about everything in the reply to make me look bad, and I can't reply further to their response. Like, straight up said they never threatened to evict me and never charged me the extra rent when they literally did. Yo, that is literally insane. That is insane behavior right there. Why would people do this? Why would people do this? This is crazy. I feel so bad. Yeah, again, I am offended on your behalf. We were in last place. I'm gonna try. I don't think I will. Because I never win. I'm so far behind. Like, I can tell. Again, I am offended on your behalf. That is so ridiculous. I would be so pissed off too. Like, that is incredibly stupid. Like, I would, as the kids say these days, get your receipts. Like, collect the freaking evidence, get the screenshots if you got any. Like, yo, that is insane. Have the fucking proof. Like, and I'm sure you do. I hope you do. Because, like, that is ridiculous.
You win.
Yeah, once I got Wario. I have, what, 5?
I think you have
Everyone but me. I think I won, anyway. I'm pretty sure I won.
1.
I just noticed on, Peach's cowboy hat. No, it's not empty yet, Riley. On Peach's cowboy hat, it's the gem from her crown. I just noticed. Or it could have been like the brooch on her chest, on her cowboy hat, which is a nice little detail. But yeah, that is insane. And I am honestly very thankful I have a really good landlord, because he leaves us alone for the most part, and if we need anything fixed or taken care of, he's on it. Okay, good. For a moment, I panicked momentarily, thinking I didn't win. This looks dangerous. Draw! This is what I want to do to the people that are pissing off Blue. Arr, you corked me. God, that is so ridiculous. Yeah, I've got a pretty good landlord. Again, like, for the most part, he leaves us alone. Our rent's only been raised one time in the 10 years we have lived here. Which is kind of crazy when you think about it. But yeah, our rent's only been raised one time, and that was because that was in 2020. Like, summer of 2020 was when our rent got raised. Ay. That last turn absolutely solidified my victory. I'm so glad I got that Boo Bell.
You did get a magic word.
Detail result. I did not, but I got a Boo Bell. That was close enough. Mini games. Yeah, I knew Wario had 183. Oh, I needed one more. It's fine. A couple banks. Lots of battles that I did not win at all, so with how bad I was doing throughout that board and how stupid Lucky Wario got, I'm very surprised that I came out victorious. But again, I got it under control. I have plans. I know what I'm doing. Again, am I lying to you when I say that? Maybe. Maybe. So, yeah, I wasn't expecting to go through that quickly. But again, it's school season. I need to be done by 3:45 anyway, and plus Mario Party streams don't take that long anyway. It depends.
We will go get Alan.
We'll go get Allie in like an hour.
Okay.
We still have an hour to go get her. But, yeah.
Is she done for school?
She's not done with school yet. Again, we still have another hour.
Yeah.
Like 50 minutes before we need to go pick her up. But then again, this is one thing I do not understand about parents picking up their children. What? Okay, I will bet you money that there are parents lined up right now waiting to pick up their children from school. Right now, at 2:54 p.m. when school gets out at 3:45 p.m. I'm willing to bet you money that there are parents lined up right now at both elementary schools, because we have 2 elementary schools for whatever reason in our town. for whatever reason. So yeah, that always boggles my mind. Like, why? I was like, I understand getting there first, but like, what's the point of showing up first to pick up your child? Like, what's the fucking point? You're just there to build up freaking traffic. And like, where I pick up Allie from school, where I pick her up, like, it's on a side street behind the school, and it's just filled with cars because there's houses across the way from the school, and people need to get in and out of their driveway, so you can't just like pile up on the curb there, not on across the street anyway. So it's just, and it's kind of a narrow street, so it's a pain in the ass, especially in a pickup, a Dodge Ram. It's a pain in the butt to try and fit that thing through when you got cars coming in and out, and I can't fucking see because the line is so piled up, so goddamn long. It's a pain in the butt. Which is why I don't mind picking up Allie a little bit later. Like 3:45. I can leave right at 3:45 and get a decent spot to pick her up. And also, don't get me started on these parents that don't know how to drive. Like, it's only like 2 days from school, and I've already been, like, yesterday, first day of school, some drivers pissed me off so bad. And it's like, first day of school. It's like, I understand you want the first day of school photo to post on Facebook to brag to your friends. Hey, look at my child. They're starting the 4th grade. Oh, they're starting the 5th grade. Oh, they're starting school for the first time. Why do you need to step out of your vehicle, cause a fucking traffic jam just for a fucking photo op right by the school? Can't you take a picture, like, outside in your lawn or inside in your house and not have to bother all these other parents who just want to drop off their kid at school? I'm definitely gonna have to deal with that on Monday when I drop off Riley at preschool. Because I haven't posted on Facebook in like 3 years. Dead serious. I have not posted on Facebook in 3 years. But I still take photos for myself. And where do I take my photos? I take them in my living room. Because I want these photos for the occasion. And yes, I'm going to take a photo of Riley before we leave to go to school for her first day of preschool, because it's really, really super duper important. But I'm probably going to have to fight a whole bunch of parents that are taking pictures of their 4 or 5-year-olds right outside the preschool doors for the first day of school. And it's like, why is there a desire to take the pictures right at school? I even like saw a TikTok a couple weeks ago about like these parents taking pictures of their kids before they're getting on the bus to go to school. It's like, dude, take your picture before they get on the damn bus. You're blocking traffic that way. It's like, dude, are we so for real in the need for validation on social media with all of these like, oh, back to school posts and like a lot of these like, you know, boards like, oh, name, age, school, teacher, the name of the school, name of the teacher, the town you live in. It's like, dude, creeps on the internet it's a gold mine to them. It's an absolute gold mine to the wrong person. So they can like find your fucking kid. And don't get me started on, like, videos of your kids doing, like, seemingly innocent things, but, like, again, creeps on the internet. It's another reason why I don't really post anything about my children on Facebook anymore. For one, I get really tired of seeing people make their posts about my kids and make it about themselves in a way. It's like, no, stop. And also people that will post on Facebook thinking I will show it to my kids. Like, no, if you want to talk to them, like, message me or call me so you can talk to them, you know, directly. And it's like, I really don't care to post on Facebook because, like, one, it really doesn't matter at the end of the day. Two, I send pictures to the people who I really care about and who I really want to see the pictures. I don't want strangers talking about my children who have never met them, saying, oh my god, they're so cute. You know, it's like, I don't want that. I don't want that attention. I don't need that attention. I don't need that validation. It's like, yeah, growing up when I was a teenager, yeah, I craved it, but I was a teenager that didn't know any better. Now that I'm a grown adult and I have 2 kids, it's, again, it's children, you know, boys, girls, doesn't matter, but like, yeah, 2 little girls, your perspective changes so much. And it bugs me so bad when I see other moms of little girls post willy-nilly about things. And it's like, are you absolutely serious? Like, are you trying to exploit your child? Like, or are you just that oblivious to the dangers of creeps around you? And it just drives me insane. So even when I pop onto Facebook, all I really go onto it for is like the memories to see like old posts. Because like I have like time hop for that, but like some posts don't make it to the time hop. If I'm like tagged in something, I'll see it in the memories. That's really all I use it for. And like a brief scroll through and I might snoop on someone's profile. That's really it. That's all I do. I don't sit and scroll on Facebook anymore like I used to. It's not the same anymore, for one. And for two, I literally don't care. There's nothing in it for me. You know? Like, I scroll more on Twitter, but I get more content that way. You know, from various sources. So, yeah, I haven't posted on Facebook in 3 years, and it will probably be 3, 4, 5, plenty more years of not posting on Facebook because, again, I don't need that validation. I don't need other people making or trying to turn my post into all about them or making something about my kids all about them. You know, because I see a lot of that, and it's like, no. No, I don't need that. So, I wasn't expecting to rant like that for 10 minutes, but it's something I feel very strongly about. As a mom of 2 little girls, and again, it's creeps are creeps. They prey on boys, girls, both of them. Riley, no, leave that alone. But I will never like post on social media any damning pictures or anything, because like if you have to censor the photo, because I've got pictures of my kids in like the bath, you know, there's a really funny video I have of one of my kids playing in the bath and then just letting out a massive fart. I have a video of that. But I'm not gonna post it anywhere because it's a photo of it's a video of my child in the bath. I ain't gonna post it anywhere. If anything, I would take the audio from it, you know, but that I wouldn't even do that, you know, because why would I have, if you have to censor anything on your child's photo, don't post it to social media. That's something to keep to yourself. Fun memories. So, anyway, that was my mom rant of the day. So that'll be it for today. There's people painting outside. Yeah, the last couple weeks there've been guys painting the apartment. I got interrupted one time on stream for that, and I had to close my door. So, that'll be for today. I'm gonna snooze ads, because we're almost done here. That'll be it for today. Tomorrow, Banjo-Tooie. We will just kind of finish up. I really don't think there's a whole lot more I can do in Hailfire Peaks. I don't think there's really much more I can do. I'll do a handful of things, see what I can get accomplished, and then we'll go back to Grunty Industries and find that train switch. And actually do that world, so we'll do that. That'll be tomorrow, and then Monday, Xenoblade Chronicles X. Start times are going to be a little bit strange, because preschool starts at 12:15. I'm usually one to drop my kids off very early at school, so I want to figure out. We got to get a consistent thing, because also it's been 6 years since I've had a preschooler. So it's been a while. But again, Riley's in the afternoon class, so I gotta deal with that. So she goes from 12:15 to 3:45. So stream length, I don't know. We'll figure that out. Yes, Riley. Okay, you do that. So we'll figure it out. And again, bear with me as we figure out a new normal. So just bear with me. There may be some times where I have to take a massive break at 3:45 to go pick up my child and come back and continue the stream. I've done that before. When Allie was in like 1st grade, 2nd grade, I've done it before. You know, so it's no problem to me. But like, again, just bear with me as we figure out the new normal. So Monday, Xenoblade X. Tuesday, Thursday, Mario Party. Yeah. So again, just bear with me as we figure it out. Let's see, who is live right now?
Blue's not okay.
No, I think Blue is awake, but she's got her own problems to deal with.
Blue.
Blue's not gonna stream today. She just got back home. I mean, again, we can always raid Max. Max is awesome. He's starting soon. He probably just went live because I know when he goes live. So, what should our raid message be? Riley, what should our raid message be? I mean, what even? I somehow pulled a victory, you know? Deputy Peach.
Max?
Yeah, Max is there. What do you like about Max? Are we even gonna come up with a raid message? Cowboy rants, please. Because we did Western Land. We ranted. And then please, because we have manners. There we go. Cowboy rants, please. That'll be our raid message. Hold on, Riley. And Riley farted. Love that. Alright. We're gonna go raid Master Max 165. He's been playing a lot of Castlevania lately. I just really like his vibes, so we're just gonna go hang out in the streams. Yeah, tomorrow's Banjo-Tooie. Starting Monday, start time's gonna be a little wonky. Streams, again, gotta find a new normal. Again, bear with me as we go through these tough times. Mondays are Xenoblade Chronicles X, Tuesdays and Thursdays are Mario Party, and Wednesdays and Fridays are Banjo-Tooie. So thank you everyone for coming out and hanging out, and we will see you next time.